I'm trying to bring out into the public and onto the surface, feeling into the hidden want that doesn't want to be called out because it wants to pretend that it's being authentic, that it doesn't want anything. And I don't know if this kind of public humiliation is useful, but I'm hoping that it can be much more like a love, like bringing it out on stage, um, to show it that it's okay to be what it is. There's a want for full, unencumbered connection with people who are completely unfettered, who need nothing, want nothing, and are fully okay with themselves and fully human at the same time. There's a want to be one of the cool kids. Very silly. And it doesn't want to be seen as such because it's not cool to want stuff. And it feels very me and very selfie and very high school. And it doesn't want to admit that it's stuck in wanting approval, whether it be like my spiritual dad's approval or people who are just, unflappable or just cool. It's all an imagined energy, but feeling in the body where that lives, the texture of wanting to hold space for those who don't need anyone to hold space, because that's how I have found validation, is by holding space for people I admire. It's a subtle, inauthentic power play for me to not feel inadequate around them. It's and at the same time I'm projecting an ideal onto them. And there is something about the moment to moment life and spontaneity that completely obliterates this problem. This is a thought-based problem, but it feels like an energy that is somewhat pervasive, enough that it feels like it deserves work and attention, because it is a lost child. It's a teenager, and teenagers are very tricky. They want to be grown-ups, but they need you to hold them like they are children. And that's their truth, that they are children who want to be held. And their trick is to be the holder. But when nothing needs holding, you're left powerless. If you're if you have found that, if you picked up that wrench and put it in your pocket the holding space wrench. You know that that's your way into any situation. You're like, oh, that works. Awesome. Putting down that wrench and feeling the hand of feeling into the smart kid who knows how to use it. It's so funny. I feel it mostly in it's gone down from a haze in my body and then like a concentration in my stomach, and now it's in my hips. Because there's a power there. Sexuality has been um, one of my tricks. It was an early learned trick. Um, and it feels like there's something about that there of bonding with women over womanhood and bonding with men over being a woman in their life. And there's a giddiness there around holding that being that token in someone's life. It's a very, it's not cool. And it has been a source of shame for a long time. But now it's this, that's what I'm doing here, is bringing it into the light, letting it be felt and seen. It really wants to be let go of because it's been working so hard. So hard doing the work of being cool, but it's been so fun. It's so fun to be funny and cool and bouncing off the walls. And there's a progression that has been there from hiding and shame to exuberant expression and capturing the eyes of those who are on that path. And it's like, oh man, you're doing exuberant, weird things. And all that positive feedback, it becomes what the no face monster eats. He can't help it. It's, co-opted ownership of like, I'm cool. So much selfing. And it wants to be dissolved. Because it's been such a savior for me. I was so socially awkward and scared for so long. And to have ruled that monster, to ride it, I compare it sometimes to the kid who used to be afraid of the vacuum cleaner, and then you like vacuuming because now you can wield this thing that was a monster before. So it's so interesting to be okay with public speaking and okay with making friends and speaking directly and expressing with a friend or with a crowd or being a listener. I used to just really, really suck at all of that, and all of that just caused so much dread. And now the time is coming up to let all that cool stuff go. All that stuff that it's just been there for me. And it's like, look at me. I grew up. And now it's this time of like, good job. And like you're being demoted to still being just a kid who's very proud of yourself for having written the essay and you did a good job. And it's okay to calm down and to not claim it, not to claim anything, to just be. And to notice the reflection, to notice the giddy, what I sometimes call the look, mom, um, reflection. Like, look, I'm being authentic. Look, I'm being moment to moment weird. And I did, at the retreat, one of the noticings was that those reflections aren't me. And it was nice. It was that thing of like, they can be here without me identifying with them, whether it be um, thinking that I'm being pretentious or judgment of some sort, whether it be positive or negative. I was like, oh, that's still here, but it's just mechanisms running. But yeah, that the cool kid who wants connection and acknowledgement and to be like, look, I've let go of all this cool stuff. Now I can be a fellow empty of selfie person. Letting that go too. Letting go of identifying with that and wanting something out of it. Wanting to be a friend instead of a student to my teachers. And being like, oh, we're all just siblings in this. Letting all of that go. And so I wanted to bring that out on stage. Really feel it. Now I'm doing a lot of talking, so I want to drop back into feeling where that is. Where is that want? Where is that I? I'm cool. I'm empty of self. I'm compassionate. Who claims this? What? I was going to say what selfing mechanism, but feels too cool to say that. Feels too disowning. Because it's still here, and it's much more honest for me to acknowledge that as much as I know it's a mechanism, it does live here as it is still grabbing on as a self. And it's okay to acknowledge it that way. I feel it like in my teeth, in my tongue, in my mouth, and in my like root chakra area at the same time. Like groin muscles. Who is cool? Who's a super cool person that is worth hanging out with? Worth cutting through the instruction and the bullshit and who's the cool one who doesn't need to feel anything, doesn't need to work through anything, where we're past it and we can just shoot the shit. Who's the cool one who wants to hold space for you? Who wants the power in your life of being one who holds space for you? Now I feel that in like my side, like kidney area. On the left side, where my shirt or my sweater is touching my body, like small of my back. Now it's up in my shoulder. That cool, compassionate, mothering person who holds space, who's wise. It's up in my neck now, all on the left side. I've heard that left side is mother energy. I don't know if I still don't fully tune into the left-right mother-father thing. It feels superimposed at the moment. My entire left side is kind of hazy, radiating with this. Who wants to own being a benevolent, open, token without wanting to admit that that's what it is, in someone else's life, in the life of those I admire? Who wants to own that? Now it's like dissipated, cloudy feeling of my entire like left side of my torso, from upper neck to like lower side, kind of into my hip a little bit now, into my left thigh, all down the side. Who wants that? Who wants to hold and to not be held, to not need to be held, but secretly wants to be absolutely acknowledged and held by like a fatherly acknowledgement? Who wants the trust of another, the trust of someone I admire? Who wants to pick up those chips, trust chips, and carry them in my pocket? Who wants to own that and pretend that there's no ownership? Who wants to own it without owning up to that desire? Who's ready to stand on stage and dissolve this? Who is dissolving this? I think it's time for me to get back to work. Thank you for witnessing, for however long you've hung out. Have a good one.